Nice. There's rocks. Really cool. It's tomorrow and tomorrow. Aye, 'twould appear that balance has returned to the element of earth. And yet, the transformation hath affected only the immediate vicinity, whereas the lands beyond this lake doth remain unchanged. 'Tis passing strange, indeed. Did we do something wrong? Though this fall is short of the outcome I had envisioned, 'tis plain our efforts were not in vain. Mayhap this localized phenomenon is the result of an intersection of ethereal currents. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that similar locations in the empty hath undergone comparable alterations. Then the ether will spread out from these points to cover the rest of... Oh no. Read? Is it from trying to control this Sin Eater over here? That's crazy. Hey, geek! How's TwitchCon? How's it going? How are you enjoying Vegas? She's just tired. She's fine. It's nothing. That didn't look like nothing to me. You'd better lie down for a while. No, really, I'm fine. Anyway, we still got work to do. Nay, Thancred hath the right of it. 'Twould be unwise to exert thyself too much. I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing. Reen, thou knowest not the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth hath been restored, continued exposure to the empty stagnant ether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength. Now that you mention it, I've been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here. I should probably get away from the empty and rest for a while. Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. The restoration of the first two elements hath produced unexpected results, and I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the empty, even with our closest comrades. Why? I thought they'd welcome the news. And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for our efforts. Nevertheless, this mission is one of surpassing danger. I am loath to place our dearest friends at risk unless absolutely necessary. You have their best interests at heart, I'm sure. But to be perfectly honest, I'd prefer not to keep secrets from people that I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask. It seems to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Our Sleeping Beauty would likely fare better in a more hospitable surroundings. We'll need to have our associates from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. If you and Corey could go on ahead and have a word with them in Mordsook, we'll catch up to you once Urianger has finished whatever it is he needs to do. Oh, look at that little car back there. Perhaps thou too shouldst accompany her on the return journey. I dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. She's come a long way since they first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. We won't be staying in the First forever. The time will come for Reen and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianger. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible while you still can, and to her credit, she's actually taking most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for etherology, unlike some who shall remain unnamed. A natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. Though, come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, like thee, she is predisposed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. She got that from you, Thancred. Says the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, Corey, you better take the Sky Slipper with Reen. It's true that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Amarang. Seems like you are all having quite a serious discussion. I hope I haven't given you any cause for concern. Well, if you say so, I probably shouldn't stay in the empty any longer than necessary, though. So, do you want to take first shift piloting, or shall I? Phew! I'm glad I had you there to keep me company. I've no idea how I would have passed the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Crystarium. Before that, I was hoping I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind. This might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry. Isn't this the place where she made the decision? I don't know. When we first spoke to Thancred and Urianger about what I'd sensed in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. I guess I was scared of what we would find. But now that we found Eden, I know that I made the right choice. And if I'd given in to the fear, I probably would have spent the rest of my life wondering what might have been. From now on, whenever I hear that voice inside telling me to run away, to hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world is not going to help me decide what we should do with that girl when she wakes up. Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she's being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever the case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person, like you and me. Obviously, she knows something about Eden, and we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her. I want to find out who she is and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget that she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try it again when she wakes up? If she keeps us from reclaiming the empty, it will be my fault. It's no good. I can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do? Okay, even Emmett Selk had his reasons. We should at least hear her out. I see what you mean. Perhaps if we'd been able to come to an understanding, things wouldn't have ended the way they did. I hope that she's nothing like Emmett Selk, but we won't know until we speak to her. Until then, I'll try to concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see to Urianger's errands. The people we're on our way to meet lent us the Sky Slipper and most of the apparatus we'll be using, and since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to them and their colleagues. Anyway, once that's over with, we can find a place to relax. Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it. That's Gulgul, who's interested in training for any relics we find in the empty. Apparently, he mostly deals in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the Crystarium. Now, the ones we came to meet should be around here somewhere. Ah, Reen! What a relief to see you returned unharmed from your expedition. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. We were gone a bit longer than we expected. I'd like you to meet Lurie. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As representative of the Settlement Council, I am here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary to your mission. I will be on hand to provide any assistance you may require. Actually, there's something we'd like you to take care of. It's probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though. I'll take it from here. You should get some rest. But before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We still have a long road ahead of us, but if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle. I do it today. I'm sleepy. Is this normally when I get sleepy? Yeah, it's usually around 10 o'clock I get sleepy. I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would behoove us to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Reed and Corey until we know more. Urianger is keeping secrets from us. We are the main character. You don't keep secrets from the main character. Well, I appreciate you telling me, even if it is too soon to be sure. I'm the one watching over her, after all. Oh, is it about our friend? Is she not going to wake up? The Oracle of Darkness? What does that mean? I pray it is not true. Ah, there you are. I'm part of the team helping with the highly classified something. The fact of the matter is, I've come to inform you of a rather interesting development. It's about the girl who was brought back from the empty. She's finally woken up, you see. Yelfert, and Corey, too. We heard the news from Thancred. Is it true? Why, yes, it most certainly is. Apparently her name is Gaia. She claims to be a free citizen of Yulmore, although she remembers nothing of the events leading up to her attack on Eden. She's lost her memory? Parts of it, at the very least. We also cannot be sure she's telling the truth or if it's merely a ruse. She's yet to display any hostility, which is encouraging, I suppose. And Thancred's with her now, is he? Yes, he's taken her to Yulmore mainly to verify what she's told us so far. Quiz the locals, that sort of thing. After that, the plan is to come back here, even though they're taking rather longer than I anticipated. I do hope nothing is amiss. I do hope nothing is amiss. Good grief, are you always this slow? At this rate, it'll be dark again before we know it. The night sky returning... Hello. Returning is all well and good, but it does make each day seem awfully short. And are you still dragging your heels back there? At least act as if you got purpose, would you? But hello, right? She looks so different than anyone else in this game. Look here, I'm not one of your servants. Why don't you try carrying your own luggage for a change? And those heels! Can I have this outfit? Hello? You lot are a sight for sore eyes. Yes, even you, Urianger. Gaia and I have just finished shipping her personal effects from Yulmore. I'm glad we could finally meet. Properly, I mean. So, did you learn anything useful? Other than where she lives, not an awful lot. Her supposed neighbors barely knew the first thing about her. Hells, she barely knows the first thing about herself. Her recollection of her life in Yolmore is patchy at best. But she seems convinced that she'll regain her memory if she accompanies us, so she's invited herself to join our merry band. And for her first act, she ordered me to carry her luggage. If you insist on standing around talking, might I suggest finding a place to sit down first? My feet are killing me. Did you see the shoes that's on this girl? That's why her feet are killing her. Poor Thancred. Then perhaps you should have chosen more sensible footwear. Still, it's not such a bad idea. Shall we? I want her shoes. I really want her shoes. Her shoes are hot. Her shoes is real hot. What? So you don't remember anything at all? Not attacking us? Not falling unconscious? Such selective amnesia would rightly raise suspicion within those of a cautious mind. Yet if she doth speak the truth, it would lend credence to my current hypothesis, though admittedly some further... Not now, Uranger. She's only just woken up. We don't want to bore her back to sleep. In any case, I prefer to follow my instincts, and they're telling me that Gaia means us no harm. After much deliberation, I thought it only right to let her know about our work in the empty, as a sign of goodwill. After all, trust works both ways. Though I would ask you, Corey, not to let your guard down just yet. So you're the one I'm supposed to have fought? Come to think of it, I recognize you from somewhere. Maybe I have one of those faces. Or perhaps you just didn't make much of an impression? But to be honest, I do feel like since meeting you, those hazy memories are becoming slightly clearer. It's like remembering fragments of a dream, only to realize those things are actually happened. It's as though my whole life has been leading to this. Thou speakest as thou didst expect these events. I guess you could say that. It's what the fairy tells me. Wait, what fairy? Are there fairies now? That's a fairy? I can't see it, but it's as though there's someone else inside me, and I can hear its voice in my head. It whispers to me and lets me use its power. Magic, I suppose you could call it. Not that I know much about that sort of thing. She's possessed. And this power alloweth thee to tear open the fabric betwixt realities, that thou mayest call forth the ether-starved denizens of what remaineth of the 13th? What? Was that supposed to mean something, or are you just spouting random words at me? Honestly, I don't know how you all put up with this. I've only just met him and his insufferable prattle is giving me a headache. Gods, I still can't believe I'm having this conversation. And to think I was flying about in a suit of armor waving a sword. That doesn't sound like me at all. Someone else inside you. Like Minfilia was inside me? Aye, the similarities cannot be ignored. Though it is too early to say with certainty, Gaia may well be the Oracle of Darkness. The Oracle of Darkness? What does this mean? It means that you may have been right when you said she has something in common with Emmett Selk. Those who have been used as a living host by an Ascian have no recollection of events that occurred during their possession. This I know from personal experience. But Gaia seems to have some memories still, even if they're a little hazy. Moreover, she has remained in control of herself even when she heard the voice within, much like you and Minfilia. And though Reen was very much her own person, Minfilia's presence did exert a change upon her outward appearance, granting her hair and eyes hue akin of that of our dear departed friend. It is therefore not unthinkable that Gaia's raven locks may be a manifestation of the darkness which hath come to reside inside her, within her. But I was born like this, and my parents, they both had black hair too. Or at least I think they did. It's been so long since I saw them, I can't remember too well. But enough about me. You're Minfilia, aren't you? The Oracle of Light, who they were hosting in Yulmore? That's right, though imprisoning is a better word. They kept me locked away, and I didn't know much about Yulmore and its people, or the rest of the world for that matter. I see. And how exactly did the Oracle of Light come to run with the Warrior of Darkness? Well, it all started when... Yes, I still remember the day that everyone went raving mad and Lord Vothry fled. Everything after that is still a blur, though. From what Guy has told me, she wasn't part of the mob that attacked us, but how was she able to resist Vothry's control? Mayhap 'twas the intervention of this fairy of whom she speaketh. As curious as that may be, we still don't know why she appeared out of nowhere as soon as Eden took flight. This is just a guess, but I'd say that the fairy reacted to it in some way, and for whatever reason, made me go after it. Yes, that seems like the only explanation. I don't know about you lot, but I've had enough nattering. I'm going back to Eden. What? But why? The fairy wanted something from Eden, and knowing what that is will bring me a step closer to discovering exactly what has been living in my head all these years. Besides, my memories aren't going to restore themselves, and certainly not through idle chit-chat, so I'm going, and there's that. Gaia, wait! Unsufferable. Utterly unsufferable, and yet we can't well leave her on her own devices. Come on. What are you all gawping at? I don't mean to stare, but it's not every day I see magic like that. So this is the power of the fairy you spoke of? Ever since I was a child, it has whispered to me, telling me what to do. That's how I came to use its power. But there are things I can't even explain. Holes ripped in thin air, terrifying creatures crawling out, ghastly-looking blades and armor appearing out of nowhere. But worst of all is the dark energy that comes from inside. This power, it feels as though it's only flowing through me and never truly mine. And even when it answers my call, it always takes a few moments for the spells to work. So in summary, you don't have control over the magic. Well, it's not as I've ever tried to control it. I haven't made a habit of fighting wild beasts. Unfortunately, it's part and parcel of tracking through Amarang. And while I understand that you want answers, you're not going to find them unprepared as you are. But if your heart is set on this, then we'll help you. Reen, think about what you're saying. You're seriously considering taking Gaia to see Eden? There's no telling what might happen if she loses control again. So the safest option is for her to stay away until our work is done. Somewhere we can keep an eye on her. You must realize it's for her own good. I must concur with Thancred's assessment. At present, we know precious little of Gaia's origin and less still of her powers. She's so hot. If she is indeed the Oracle of Darkness, her presence may complicate a task already fraught with peril, placing our mission and our own well-being in jeopardy. In full knowledge of the risks, dost thou so wish to pursue this course? I do. It wasn't so long ago that I was living in isolation, being held against my will. Maybe the people keeping an eye on me thought that that was for my own good, too. But if we shut Gaia away for our own convenience, then we're no better than Vothri and Ranjit. I've learned that when someone is in need, we must reach out a helping hand, not push them away. Now it's my turn, to do for Gaia what you've all done for me. Even knowing the danger that lies ahead, I won't choose the easy way out. This is the path I've chosen. Okay, now she's getting annoying. Is that good enough for you? Like, a little bit too, I don't know. She seems very full of herself now, this Reen chick. I like her less and less with every interaction we have. Mine apologies, my dear, but we felt it necessary to test thy resolve. Let it suffice it to say thou hast left no room for doubt. For what it's worth, Reen, I never doubted you. But make no mistake, the danger that Urianger and I spoke of is all too real. If you're prepared to go through with this, we'll be right there beside you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I couldn't care less who I travel with, but if we're going to go, then let's get going already. There's supposed to be some sort of craft waiting at the southern watchtower, yes? Come along then, and don't fall behind. I like her, though. She's a cutie. So, there it is. Yeah, that little thing is crazy, right? That's a sin eater. That's a sin eater. Eden, where I'll find the answers I seek. The bringer of the flood, the first sin eater. Would it lead me to my past or my future? What awaited on the path ahead I couldn't say, but I had no choice but to take the first step. So is now she the main character? I thought Reen was the main character. Maybe they're the same person. I know what it's like. It was the same for me. But I was lucky, because Thancred freed me from Yulmore and I had a chance to see the world. More importantly, though, I met all kinds of people and they taught me not to live in another's shadow, but to be myself. Maybe one day you'll have that chance too. Said your piece, have you? One day. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know how the great Oracle of Light sees such things, but for someone like me who's only known life in Yulmore, there was no tomorrow. There was no future, only the here and now. And while we waste time on these meaningless conversations, I feel each moment of my life slipping away. Time. It won't wait. Not for me, not for anyone. I don't know how much longer I can hold on to who I am. I'm sorry. Gaia. That's probably not even my real name. It isn't? When Thancred asked me my name, I couldn't remember. That's when the fairy whispered to me, Gaia. But if you grew up in Yulmore, surely someone there must know who you are. Everyone I knew had either disappeared or had been turned into sin eaters. Those whose faces and names I still remember, that is. In the end, we found not a single person who so much as recognized me. As far as I can recall, I've never been the most sociable person, but still. Well, even if it's not your real name, I think Gaia sounds lovely. If you're happy with that, then that's what I'll call you. And if you're willing, instead of the Oracle of Light, please call me Reen. It's not the name I was born with. That's long forgotten now, but the one with the people whom I consider family gave to me. Is that so? Well, as much as I'd love to keep up this chatting, there's something that's bothering me. I thought the fairy would have reacted to Eden in some way, but so far, nothing whatsoever. From what I gather, it wasn't until Eden started moving that I appeared out of the blue. Perhaps if you were actually to try flying it somewhere, the fairy might break its silence. If you've got elements to restore, or whatever it was, why don't you hurry up and get it over with? At once, your ladyship. Ugh. Hopefully this is said sarcastically. Aye. It may be best to resign ourselves to our mannerisms. A good thing we're not wholly unfamiliar with attending nobility, given certain company in the Scions. Of whomsoever dost thou speak, I wonder? All right, everyone. I think we've talked for long enough. If you're ready, let's make our way to Eden. Who shall we do next? Fire? Shall we see the great Ifrit? Following the initial changes wrought by the release of water and earth, the empty hath displayed no further signs of alteration. Stability, some may call this, and be satisfied, but in truth it is a passivity stemming from light's ever-pervasive presence. Oh my god, Yurianji, just use regular words. If we are to break this status quo, we must needs employ a catalyst, a third element that shall rouse and stabilize those unleashed energies in activity. Therefore, I propose lightning. So the primal would be Ramu, yes? From what I've heard, he's a guardian of the forest and not particularly keen on conflict. But you've actually fought him, haven't you? He's half man, half beard, and another half beard for good measure. Ah, yes. Thancred mentioned that he more closely resembles a person than a beast, unlike most other primals, and apparently he tends not to move about much. I'm glad to see our lessons have paid off. Well, it's like you say. If we want to call forth an accurate representation of the primal, I shall picture it in my mind as clearly as possible. At the very least, it's worth a try, but the rest is up to you. In order for this to work, we actually need to fly somewhere, yes? So rather than sitting in one spot while you exchange anecdotes, why don't you get this blasted thing moving first? One must admit, the suggestion is not without merit, Rain. Might I suggest the Gandalf Thunder Plains as our next location? These plains, it is writ, were perpetually blanketed in storm clouds, the only source of illumination the ceaseless barrage of lightning. The ambient ether that lingereth there shall provide ideal conditions for the summoning. Then that's where we're heading. Come on, Eden, we've got a job to do. Eden's verse, Fulmination. Ramu. This is pretty cool. This is a cool fight. Everything's like...
Get ready.
Oh. It's voice acted? When is it voice acted? Ramu, where's your beard? It's now your tail. Ramu's beard is now his tail.
This is Ramu.
Ramu, like moo. Oh god. Oh god, I didn't mean to. Why did I do that? Why did I press that? Why did I do that? What did I do? Presence of mind? I didn't mean to do that. Hi. Oh, this is our... I don't know what that's doing. Okay. Oh. Do we pick these up? I picked one up. I picked one up. Oh god. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I just tried to raise Striker Axe again. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best. Oh, that was me. Okay, maybe I was supposed to pick a thing up. It was, I don't know. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what, I don't... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what to do. Let me just go put this here. I'm gonna pick up one of these though. Thank you. Oh, I have two of them now. Oh god. Oh, did we get Paladine up? Okay. I'm no fan. What am I doing? Oh god, dang, oh my goodness. I don't have Swift Cast anymore. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh thank you. Whoever did that, thank you. I'm gonna take another one. What is this? Oh no, 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 don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. No, do I have it? I don't have it. I'm so sorry. I think you guys have to get conduits. I think you guys have to get like, oh god, I need them. I don't have one. I don't have one. I don't have one. Oh god, Corey, you're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Okay, hold on. Let's put this in. Can you put this down? What is the deal? Put this down. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Okay, I died. No, don't race me. I'm scared. Okay, here I am. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Okay, hold on. I need this. I need this. I have this. And, I have, this. I need one of these, I think. Okay. I have this for you, but that's all I've got. I don't have anything else. Oh my Jesus. Oh, this actually might kill me. Okay, we're okay. I don't have like a quick... Okay. I'm gonna try and get somebody up. We're almost there. We almost have it. We just have to, like, stay alive. Nice. Okay. These guys... gonna go here. And hopefully don't die. Okay. This was hard. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. I didn't, and this is, can you imagine this on Savage? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Is there still a blue beanie? There is, Trigon. Is that what you want for your merch redeem? Oh god. What is it? This one? It's this. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subscribe, Trigon. How are you doing today? Okay. Good. I thought I was prepared to expect anything, but I didn't expect Ramu to turn out quite like that. Appearances aside, he was quite aggressive as well. The Sith's belief in him as a kindly guardian clearly makes a difference to his temperament. Anyway, I'm just glad it's over. Let's get back to the camp and see if anything's changed. You're doing alright cleaning for annual inspection on Tuesday. Oh, there's an inspection? Good luck with the cleaning. Oh look, this is purple. Interesting. Wonder what this is supposed to be. The crystal's a different color, but apart from that, it all looks the same. It may look the same, but it feels different. The air has grown slightly more humid, as it does before rain. I have to say, I'm not exactly prepared for wet weather. Well, if Eden can control elements and so on, can't you tell it to send those clouds somewhere else? Speaking of which, I'm not very impressed with its so-called powers. If changing yellow crystals to purple is the extent of its abilities, it's no surprise the fairy didn't bother showing up. I hope that whatever's next is more worthwhile. Rather than influencing the ground beneath our feet, Eden hath brought change to the firmament above. And yet 'tis clear that a more dynamic element is required for the natural cycle of precipitation and evaporation to be complete. So we need movement. Would wind do the trick? Ooh, Skaruda! Most certainly. Seems we have a plan. Let's not dwell too much on the effects of each individual element, and instead focus on seeing them all restored. And the power of an oracle. Not to be sniffed at, it seems. All my life, you were a constant companion, your voice ever seeping into my mind. Why, then, of all times, did you abandon me? Deaf even to the crashing of thunder. Or were you simply biding your time? Ere we set out once more, might I ask if thou art familiar with the process by which rain is made to fall? I suppose so. Then thou shan't have difficulty understanding the explanation to come. With the restoration of our first element, the empty was once more blessed with the most essential ingredient in the cycle of precipitation: water. Under normal circumstances, the heat existent in the atmosphere would cause water to evaporate from the land's surface. As invisible vapor, it is borne by the wind high into the firmament, where it doth condense as clouds before descending once more, returning to the land in the form of rain. It seems we need wind-aspected ether to create more clouds. That it hasn't rained yet must mean there aren't enough. And even before that, we need fire-aspected ether to make the water evaporate. It seems to me that one's not much good without the other. Why don't you just draw up both elements together? You're suggesting that Corey fight two diform entities, each one as deadly as Ramu, at the same time? Do you realize how absurd that is? And yet, 'tis a notion that doth warrant further consideration. Okay, Yurianshe. Oh, you can't be serious. Cast your minds, if you will, to the elemental wheel I did show to you in the bookman's shelves. Wind giveth rise to lightning, whose spark doth produce fire. By restoring both wind and fire in tandem, we may maintain balance between these dynamic elemental forces. The ensuing battle shall indubitably present an ordeal unlike any Corey hath ever faced. I believe, however, that this path doth lead to the price we seek. Oh, so perhaps it's not so absurd after all, eh, Thancred? I wouldn't dream of questioning Yurianje's grasp of the science behind it. My concern is for the burden this would place not only on Corey, but Reen as well. What do you both make of the plan? If Yurianje thinks it'll work, I'm willing to give it a try. Samesies, I said. As long as you know what you're getting yourselves in for. You're going to need all your strength, so see that you get plenty of rest. Hiya, John Paul. How are you? Thank you for the hydrate, Trigon. Seems Reen is reluctant to air her concerns. Were you to rally her spirits? Okay, we have to rally Reen. Yes, you're right. There's no use in trying to pilot Eden while I've got other things on my mind. It's about Gaia, you see. The truth is that apart from Alice and Alphino, I hardly know anyone my own age. I thought that I should make an effort to be nice to Gaia, but, well, you've seen how she is around me. I understand that she's got her own problems to deal with, but I thought that maybe I could help her in some way. It's not my place to intrude, and I should probably just leave her be until we've finished restoring the elements. After all, that's more important, isn't it? Let me talk to Gaia while you concentrate on the task at hand. Is what I would have said once upon a time. It seems to me you're the one best qualified to take care of this little problem. I know she can be a bit prickly, to put it mildly, but if anyone can get through to her, it's you. Though we've only known her for a short while, we're all she's got, and I think she realizes that. Just let her know she's not alone, and she'll come around eventually. Alright, I'll give it a try. Do you have any advice? Can I talk the hind legs off of a behemoth? I feel like Thancred is a better suit for this. I'm afraid that since arriving in the First, I've had little time to mingle with any of the locals, and I haven't a clue what young women like Gaia would be interested in. Ah, that's given me an idea. I'll start with some small talk and go from there. Actually, since before she even woke up, I've been asking Lena about what's popular in the Crystarium. I thought it might be nice to show Gaia around the place one day, you see. So that's what you were doing? Oh, I suppose it makes for a nice change of pace from all that studying. And I must commend thee on thy choice of confidant. The captain's powers of observation maketh her a veritable font of wisdom concerning the behavior of the Crystarium citizenry. Yes, and now it's time to put that knowledge to good use. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back. Persistence is the key. Speaking from experience by any chance? Whatever do you mean? Lessons learned from days spent in pursuit of ladies fair, one might suspect. You wouldn't help yourself, could you? It's all right, Thancred. Your secret's safe with me. Ahem. May I remind you that the reason we're here is to create a better future for everyone in the First, which includes you and Gaia. While it might not be on the same scale as bringing life back to the empty, if you're able to befriend her, that will be another way of contributing to a brighter tomorrow. So go on. She's waiting for you. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, we're gonna go observe the conversation she's having. We're gonna peek in on some teen talk. Okay. Oh, sorry, John. I saw that. I'll give me, sorry. I'll give it to you in a second. Hey, oh, get some good rest, Viking. Thanks for being here. What do you want? Oh, no, nothing really. It can wait till later. For all we know, there might not even be a later. If you've got something to say, hurry up and spit it out. Is everything alright? No feeling strange from being around Eden or anything? Is that what you came here to talk about? Actually, I wanted to ask you. Would you like to go and have coffee biscuits with me? What? Coffee biscuits. They serve them at the second serving in the Crystarium. Everyone's talking about them, so I thought that maybe once we've finished our work here, you and I could go together. Let me get this straight. You came to talk to me about biscuits? Yes, they're light and crispy, and when you dip them in the coffee, they go all nice and squidgy. The only reason you're even interested in that in the first place is because everyone else is doing it. Can't you think for yourself? I do what I want when I want. After all, the world could end at any minute. That's not going to happen. Not if I've got anything to do with it. Listen, Gaia, I understand what you've been through. Believe me, I do. But you mustn't lose hope. A new day will come, then another, and another. Life's not so bad if you give it a chance, you see? Shut up. You think you know me? Even I don't know who I am. Until I find the truth, I'll never be free. Then we'll find it together. I've seen enough pain, enough loss, and I don't want to see any more. And that includes you, Gaia. Why do you care so much about other people? What have they ever done for you? I'm sure you haven't forgotten how you Morans treated you, the precious Oracle of Light, like a bird in a cage. And yet you act as if none of that ever happened. So forgiving, so selfless. You and your family brought back the night sky, and you finally had the chance to live a normal life. But instead, you're flying around in a giant sin-eater trying to turn a barren wasteland into some sort of paradise. And for what? I may not remember much of my past, but I'm fairly certain I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll see it through to the end, but if you think that makes us friends, you are very much mistaken. Hey, aw, poor Reem. She's just so vulnerable and naive. I surmised that to keep Gaia waiting over long would only agitate her further. To defeat the day 4 manifestations of both wind and fire shall require every last mote of thy strength. That thou hast triumphed over such beings in previous encounters should be at the forefront of thy mind as we commence the summoning. Where are we going this time, Urianger? The place called Ashfall doth satisfy our requirements, I believe. The fables speak of travelers sweltering beneath the blazing heat of the midday sun, while after nightfall slicing winds did tear at their cloaks. I see. Hopefully it won't be quite that bad when I draw out the elements. Reen, my dear, may I remind thee that to focus is not the same as to deny other thoughts. Whatsoever it is that troubleth thee, thou wouldst be better for acknowledging it. Yes, you're right, of course. It's Gaia that I'm worried about. That as well. May thy concern for her lend thee yet more strength. It's time. I'll begin drawing out wind and fire in equal measure. We've only got one chance to do this, so let's make it count. Garuda and Ifrit. We're gonna do a Garuda and Ifrit combo wombo here. Okay, Eden's verse. Furor. We ready? We ready, Freddy? Ooh.
It worked. Both wind and fire have answered the call.
Are we sure this was a good idea?
Right.
Look at Ifrit. Ifrit is looking spicy. Garuda looks the same. I mean, maybe maybe Garuda looks a little bit more spiky, but Ifrit's looking good. For sure, for sure. Oh god. Okay, well, we weren't ready for that. Oh, wait, what? What happened there? What even happened there? Thank you, Razor Mundaya. I'm gonna die in this. know. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's the boy. Ifrit. Ifrit's here. Hands of flame. I don't know what that... Oh god. Oh god. This. No more games, we face them together? Well, that's... I don't know. I hate that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Yep. Oh my god, that was all of my face. That was my entire face. Oh. Oh, look at that. It looks like Christmas. Hello? I didn't know what to do there. I didn't know what to do. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, I don't know what I'm missing something there. That I don't know how to... Because that's the second time that move's gotten me and I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Thank you, Monday. Thank you, Razor Monday. Razor Monday. Oh god, please don't kill me. Let's do this. Let's do this. Sorry, I was trying to get my stuff back up. That was my fault. Look at my dead body. No, you're gonna die! Don't raise me, you'll die! Don't do it, you're gonna die, potato salad! I'm so sorry, I have to do this to myself. And then, this. And then this. Oh my god. And then this. And then this. Let's do that. Wonderful, we love that for us. Thank you. Those healer LB3s just be coming in clutch. Potato salad, no! Wait, why didn't it give that to potato salad? All right, let's do this. I don't know who that gave that. To me. Did it give it to me? Oh my god, Corey, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Thank you for my feed the bear. I've got a little bit of pizza left, so we'll nom on that. Oh! Look at Spicy Vieira back there. That was incredible. I never imagined they would fuse together like that, but you took them down all the same. I suppose the main thing is that we're now 2 elements closer to restoring the ether of the empty. Let's go and see what difference is made. Hi, honey. Yeah. Oh, look! It's Christmas! It actually worked, just like Urianger said it would. Everything we could have hoped for. Indeed, our endeavors have been repaid manifold. I wonder what will happen when we restore ice. Oh my god, Shiva. We get to do another, we get to do Shiva. I'd be in for another Shiva. Is something the matter? One more element, and then what? You'll have achieved the impossible while I'll still be nothing. No memory, no past, no family. Nothing. The world has moved on and left me behind. Anyone who ever knew me is either dead or gone. So, Almighty Eden, can you mend this broken world, but you can't restore one girl's memories? Give me my life back, damn you. I still hunger. Extinguish the accursed light. Awaken our true power. Enough riddles. Tell me who I am. You are... Bum 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 bum. Gaia. Gaia, what's wrong? Reclaim your memories, fulfill your destiny. Your destiny. I don't understand. Gaia, can you hear me? Get away from me. Amidst the sound of falling rain, your voice called from within. Long after the rain passed, your voice echoed on. Heart of Darkness. While this downpour is precisely the result we were hoping for, the novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention, Guy is looking a bit under the weather. Let's continue this conversation in Eden's core. Ere we set forth to restore the element of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just tell me one thing. Is this going to bring the empty back to the way it was before the flood? While no one can say for certain, the change we have observed at points of ethereal intersection doth give us cause for optimism. It may be reasonably assumed that the empty shall continue to transform, and in the decades to come, regain a semblance of its former state. Decades? I don't think you've quite grasped the sheer scale of the damage left in the wake of the flood. It would have swallowed the whole world if Memphilia hadn't stopped it. Even if Freen has inherited her blessings, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the empty has been utterly devoid of life for 100 years. And it might take even longer than that to bring life back. I don't expect immediate results, but I do know that it will stay like this forever unless we do something about it. My sentiments precisely. Only once the final element is restored shall we have a glimpse of the future that awaiteth those of generations yet to come. You'd all do this for a world you may not live long enough to see? While here I am, so absorbed in my own problems that I spare barely a thought for anyone besides myself. Well, at least she's finally getting it. For so long I've listened to that voice telling me what to do, who to be. I was so scared of what might happen if I disobeyed. But I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never find out. If Reen's the Oracle of Light here to mend this broken world, what does that make me? Gaia, the Oracle of Darkness? Bringer of misery and death? A monster. It's no wonder they left me. Mother, father, and next, it'll be all of you. Then I'll be back where I started, where I've always been, alone. Oh goodness. Megata, welcome in. How are you? Are you part of our group here? I know John's been recruiting everybody. What's wrong? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? No, it's you I'm worried about. Reen, I'm going outside to clear my head. You just do what you need to do, alright? She's so fashionable. How do I get her outfit? That's what I want. Her outfit, I want her shoes. Something's wrong. I know it. That much is clear. We have a repeat of her first visit to Eden. We might even be joined by those void set friends of hers. If you go and see what Guy is doing, Urianger and I will stay with Reen. Oh, we're not leaving her to her own devices. Okay, heard. No, but right? I need those shoes. I take the jacket too, it's pretty cute. Eden, the flood, what does it all mean? No, it can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Ruh-roh. Gaia is Kristen Ritter? Wait, who's Kristen Ritter? Oh, yes! That's who she looks like. Yes, yes, yes. And she's cute as heck. The cursed spawn of light are drawn to it. Oh shoot, what did I miss looking her up? Sin Eaters? Are you Sin Eater, girl? Girl, you Sin Eater? Now, the time of awakening has come. Look at me back here. I'm like, what? What's happening? Corey, Ryan senses Sin Eaters. Reen senses Sin Eaters. What's happened? There's lots of Sin Eaters out here. Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside. Quickly. But I thought that we got rid of all the Sin Eaters, didn't we? What's happened to her? That's a concern for later. First, we must deal with those Sin Eaters. Corey, if thou wouldst care to repel our assailants without, I would task Thancred with standing guard within. I should turn to Gaia meantime. Oh. These are really fun. You were right, John. These are really fun. And the story's pretty good. I mean, it's a little angsty with the girls and all, but it's really good.
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
Unless I changed. Did I change at one point? Maybe I changed? Pistol Shrimp, I'm so sorry. Hi Shrimp, how are you? Doing okay. We're doing okay. We're in some pretty difficult raids. I love the difficulty spike of this game, like when I got into Shadowbringers. Okay, it's gonna go in blue first, then red. Fantastic. We're getting better. Wait, what's this? Oh god. Oh, this thing. Right. Oh god. Don't get teleported off the edge. That's my thing. The teleport mechanic. Oh man, why am I standing in that, like... Okay, I'm white. And now I'm purple. What do you mean? Was I not? Oh, I'm supposed to stand in front of white if I'm purple. I messed it up. I'm bad at colors. Savs, I'm so bad at colors. Teach me your colorways. Oh. I was so confident. You know what? One of the thing is you can't get confident. Because if you get confident, you get too cocky. And you make mistakes. Oh god. I'm just gonna stay here. I should have time to like walk. Like right here. Did Ray teleport? Did Ray teleport just off of the cliff? That's funny. So many tiny buttons, I know. A lot of people, it is intimidating, but honestly, when you start this game, you start off with one button. So it looks intimidating now because I've been playing for like 700 some hours, but I promise it's not. You get used to it. Okay, I'm white. I'm not confident in my colors either. Okay, okay. I'm white. I want to stand in front of purple. Purple goes into blue. So don't stand in front of, wait, purple goes into blue? So don't stand in front of blue? Okay, good job, Corey. Good job. Okay, I'm white. We want to be purple. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Wait, am I white? I don't know. Here I am. Hopefully I don't die. Is this a boss swarm of origami cranes? Kind of, I think so, yeah. It's an asshole is what it is. A boss swarm of assholeness. Okay. What color am I? You gotta give me color. It's not giving me color? Okay. Okay. It's gonna go in red. It's gonna go in blue, then red. So it's gonna go in blue, then red. Blue. And then red. Okay. Great. Yay! We did it! Oh. Is this the... Are you guys the alliance of no pants? You guys don't have any pants on. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Sorry, I know that comes... Sometimes it happens where, it locks me to, running, and I would've just ran right off the edge of this. Oh, you're hanging out in the Crystarium? Thank you for the stuff, Ray Maximoff. Okay. How many more of these are there, John? She won't wake up. What do we do? I think I have a bunch of PD1. Just do tenacity. What is this place? Where is everyone? 5 more? Oh my god. I didn't expect there to be so many. Okay. So, I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? No use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, and now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them, all their inferring and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There is no future waiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can stay lost forever. Only this pain will leave me. Now I close my eyes and sink into darkness. And then I'll suffer no more. Gaia! Father, Father. Gaia, wake up! I understand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? This perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do? Like going to the second serving for coffee biscuits? I'm pretty sure she said she wasn't going to the second serving for coffee biscuits with you, Breen. So unless you're trying to wake her up from pissing her off. Gaia? I never agreed to anything of the sort. Shows. Nice. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Do you have to be so loud? Oh, she's crying. Girl doesn't even like her. The fairy felt silent, only to be replaced by Reen's voice ringing through my head. Never thought I would be so glad to hear it. Gaia's recent ordeals have left her more subdued than usual. There are a lot of people here. I thought this was an instanced area. You've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you for long enough. Please carry on with what you came to do. I'm glad you're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better, now, but something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this happening before, and I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I can't make any sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least, that's what it felt like. Minfilia, that is, the first Oracle of Light, once served Hydaelyn as the word of the Mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark, then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the Knight's return did tip the ethereal balance towards activity, which may have served to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked or no, Gaia's still her own person. Oh, she's coming around! Everything all right? It's nothing. Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. There will be plenty of time to think it once the last element's restored. If thou believest thyself well enough, then I see no reason for delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Shiva. Shiva, then. Corey, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us? Very naked. A woman named Ysael made herself a vessel for Shiva. Oh yeah, and she and the Great Worm Rosvigar. The gun. Oh yeah, Thancred's gunblade. Yes. To find a kindred spirit in such an ancient and fearsome creature, I can hardly imagine what sort of a person she must have been. The long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Ysael, whose method of summoning differed greatly from any we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus she was moved to dedicate her being to that self-same cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So she was able to control it herself? Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking out loud, that's all. Anyway, we better get going. Our journey leadeth to a great glacier situated in the northernmost region of the Empty. I'll get there as quickly as I can. How are Goth Lady's sleeves staying up? That is a great question, Sabs. I love her outfit, though. I don't know if you've seen her shoes, but they're, like, top-notch. I was thinking... that I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. Reen, what? Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is the most strongly aligned to light. I'll need to get close and use my own abilities, as well as Eden's, to draw it out. So that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice? I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet, the primal we encountered on the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Have you forgotten what Corey does to the primals we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as she and Reen beat the tar out of each other. In any case, the ether only returns to the Empty once the creature's been slain, although it seems like you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably there's a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Reen. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Were the Dayform entity as volatile as the primals we had previously summoned, it would be logical to assume that, in her role as a conduit, Reen would be hard-pressed to retain control. Corey would have no recourse but to defend herself by any means necessary, else her life would be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I've got to try. But I don't even see why this is necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power, but what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on the ether just like other sin eaters, it would undo all of our hard work. 'Tis a disconcerting eventuality and one that cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if we train Eden how to nurture the environment rather than drain the life from it, we can leave it to take care of the empty in our place. I'll channel the ether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. If it all goes wrong, then what? I know it sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it has been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith, in ourselves and in each other. I've made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you? What could possibly go wrong? So we're gonna fight Reen as Shiva. Interesting. This is an interesting thing. I don't quite understand what's happening. Reen, I suppose that if you've got your heart set on this, there's no point trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless. Is that clear? As Crystal. This is going to work. I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so. Because if the Primal takes over, I'll be fine. With all of you by my side, I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us? I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. It's enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I do what I want, when I want. I've made my decision, so now I have to see it through. Yes, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Well, the point is that this is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. So, this is how much it means to you. Reen's boots did not match the outfit. Her outfit, I don't know. There was a whole thing with her hair, too. She used to be blonde. I like her shoes, though. I like her outfit. I don't think it goes together either. I just really, really like goth girls' outfits. Bump the music for this one? Oh my goodness. I'm excited. Shiva's, I think, like my favorite.
Upon the power of Shiva.
Shiva. Arena Shiva. Oh, wow. Interesting.
No! She's lost control! You've got to stop her!
Beautiful, though, right? That's a really pretty design for Shiva.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
Aw, man. I thought I had that timing down.
The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence! Resplendent ice, grant me strength.
It's weird to hear. It's weird to hear her voice. Oh, would you just like? Oh no, where are you going? Don't go anywhere. Uh-oh. Oh no 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 no! Stop. Okay. the ice mechanic. I hate the ice mechanic. We're on a platform. I'll go flying.
Your blood shall freeze.
Oh, there's the little. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, I don't know what this means. What is this? Somebody's Bahamut over here? Is I keep thinking that's something I'm supposed to attack.
Shatter.
That's a way better outfit, right? I know, but this outfit's so hot. So cute. Okay, so those are the mirrors. They do big damage. Yeah, this is a really good look. The character design, whoever does the character design, honestly. So many cool bosses, like, please teach me how to do that.
Such impudence!
Oop, 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 oop. Thank you for the follow.
Tranquility must be restored to the land.
Well, look at all of us. Count for the count. Oh, we're broken up into groups. Oh. Oh, am I not supposed to stand in this? Oh my god, am I not supposed to stand in this? I don't know what I'm doing. I was standing in something I wasn't supposed to stand. See, I do that where I stand in things I shouldn't stand in. My butt almost died because I don't know how to behave. Music goes up.
Darkness, be gone!
What is behaving? What is behaving? I feel like I have to stay on her because she'll knock me off of this. I don't know. It looks like she's doing something. Okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. What am I doing? At least I didn't kill anybody. I feel like I would have killed somebody in that. Jesus. Time for the count again. Oh, Reen.
Such power. I can't.
Oh, wait, we have another outfit change?
The light. It's too much for her to bear. Ugh, she won't last much longer. Enough of this. Power of darkness, answer my call.
Oh, see? They're best friends.
Yeah.
How is she doing this in heels?
Damn this light.
Oh god, what's happening? What do we do?
Damn it all.
It's being held at bay. Okay. You have to shatter the ice. I know, lady character design's always with heels. I mean, I like it though, because honestly, I love me some heels. Yay! That one wasn't that bad. That outfit is a little weird because Reen is like a child. She is a child. Oh, look at the elephant! Where do I get the elephant costume from? Yay. Okay. Look at her doing the heel run over to her. You were there. I heard you. What happened to Shiva? Is she still in control? No, she's gone. But Gaia... But... The hammer. It matches your dress. I see you're back to your normal idiotic self. Is that really who they model her after Kristen Ritter? Or is it just who she ended up looking like? Welcome in the insanity. Look, isn't it pretty? Maybe we could take it with us. Ice tends to melt, you know. Not this sort. Well, if you say so. Anyway, it might even make a nice necklace. That's a brilliant idea. You know, it's kind of like when an introvert gets adopted by an extrovert. Like, that's what's happening right there. Wilt thou not rush to our aid? Perhaps I'm getting slow in my age, because it would seem Gaia's beaten me to it. To think she would be the one to break the ice. This is nice, though. They may have gotten off to a rocky start, but I think they'll make quite the pair. This is nice, though, because Thancred's going to have to leave eventually, so I think that this is really sweet because we're not leaving her by herself, because she was kind of alone. Is that a hint of melancholy I detect in thy voice? Something akin to a pining mother bird whose chicks have flown the nest? Also, she has a very, like, American look, too. Father bird, if you don't mind. Still, when the day finally comes to say goodbye, it heartens to know she won't be alone. Oh, these are the cool... Oh, right, you did say we were gonna get Reen a friend. Good night, Doc. Thanks for being here. Get some good rest. Fine, you win. And if they're anything less than perfection itself, I'll never let you live it down. If they're not to your liking, there's plenty of other things to try. I suppose we both deserve a little treat after all that hard work. Oh, is that the first time that she's ever laughed? Oh my goodness. Girls. There we were, laughing as if we had not a care in the world. Fleeting though it was, in that moment, I was content. But my life was never meant to be so simple. I'm so sorry, everyone. I clearly have a long way to go before I can handle that kind of power. But we achieved what we set out to do, as I had faith we would. So without further ado, let's return to camp and admire our work. Critical hit. Seems like a lot of people are doing these raids. Oh, wow. Is there... Look! There's, like, grass. Pretty! And look, our fire's going. I don't remember if it was... I feel like it wasn't on last time. It wasn't going last. I can feel all of the revitalized elements working in harmony. I've always believed Eden had the power to restore the empty, but I never expected it to happen so quickly. You are the one? Okay. Oh. Gaia skills with the hammer. Hammer? Whatever are you talking about? I'm a woman of gentle birth. Hardly the sort to be swinging such a rude thing about. Or he must be imagining things. Huh. I wonder if the effects from the rebalanced ether will spread to the rest of the empty. Perhaps we'll just have to wait and see. Besides, I'm sure we could all do it with the rest. I must say, Reen, it's refreshing to see you take a more measured approach for a change. Well, if my experience here has taught me anything, it's that I shouldn't rush into things unprepared. And I've also learned that there are some problems that can't be solved alone. Is that so? Since you freed me from Yulmore, I've met all sorts of kind people who have gone out of their way to help me. I thought that I should do everything in my power to repay their kindness and make the world a better place. But now more than ever, I realize that there's a limit to what I can achieve by myself. Even though I was able to summon Shiva, I couldn't control such vast amounts of ether. If Gaia hadn't been there for me, I might never have returned to normal. I could say the same about you. I was trapped in a nightmare, but you freed me. Seems we're more alike than I thought. We might not be able to do everything by ourselves, but if we look out for each other, then we can face our problems together. That is, if you don't mind. No, it's fine, really. If things don't work out, we can always go our separate ways. But on the other hand, if I can resist the urge to punch you whenever you annoy me, which I must say is quite often, I have no objections to staying around. Oh, you mean it? Oh, thank you, Gaia. May I suggest we continue the conversation, Amarang? For the empty may can now supporteth foliage, the land's normalization hath but begun, and to linger overlong still entaileth risks. We have to go to Amarang. Is aught the matter, Thancred? Nothing you need worry about. Let's go. Before we do anything else, we should report to Yalfort. He'll want to know how we've been getting on in the empty. Speaking of Mordsuk, there was a snack of some sort that caught my eye last time. I can't quite describe it, but it looked squidgy. Despite a strong suspicion that I may live to regret it, I'd like to try one. Oh, I think I know what you mean. They might not be much to look at, but I bet they taste amazing. Perhaps we could also try a pot of those jellied wrigglers or whatever they're called. I'll even let you take the first bite. Ew, no thank you. First coffee biscuits, now worms and jelly. Heavens forbid the two of you might actually eat some proper food. May I ask a favor of thee? Whilst Thancred and I return the Crystarium to inform our comrades of our recent exploits, I would have thee accompany Reen and Gaia to Mordsuk. Speak with the Alfart. My goodness. I trust all is well, Miss Gaia? It will be once we get out of this desert town. If I have to spend another night in that dingy little room, I shall scream. I'm terribly sorry to hear the accommodation was less than satisfactory. I'll investigate the availability of more comfortable lodgings post-haste. Yes, I think we'll be staying in Mordsuk, at least for the time being. It might take a while for me to write the report, as our expedition was rather eventful. Corey, I really appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sorry for all the trouble I've put you through. Still fretting about that, are you? What's done is done. Besides, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? You're right. Now how about that treat we promised ourselves? They might not have coffee biscuits here, but I've heard the wriggler cakes are to die for. Or was that you'll die from eating them? Only one way to find out, I guess. I'm sure trying the local delicacies will keep us occupied between writing reports and thinking about the next plan of action. Hopefully, we'll have another chance to visit the empty to see how things are coming along. And don't even think about leaving me behind. Oh, they're BFFs. Look at that. We love that for them. Unlock the next class.